All right, hi Taurus. Welcome to October. So this month I'm actually doing weekly readings. So look forward to videos on every Monday. And here I'm using the Tattoo Tarot. It's a lovely deck, so let's get right into it. Okay, so your overall card is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands, to me, is sort of the third step in the decision-making process. So the the Ace of Wands for me is sort of there's a new situation, some new stimulation in your life, and then the Two of Cups. Sorry, I keep saying cups. The Two of Wands talks about sort of taking in all that information and seeing what you can do with it, making your decision. And then the Three of Wands is the third step in the decision making process, which is where you have already made your decision and are now waiting on the outcome of your decision. I do want to point out that because I kept saying cups over and over again, I think this is a great time for love. I think you guys are going to start seeing a lot more development in your love life and in situationships that you may have at the moment. So right off the bat, I see the Nine of Cups, which also came out in Aries reading, so you might be dealing with an Aries. I see the Six of Cups, which to me is interesting because the Six of Cups always talks about sort of feeling like a child again. It's soulmate energy. It's feeling like falling in love for the first time. And I really like this deck because the cards that are like the Nine of Cups or the Six of Cups don't really have a whole lot of detail to them. It's just the actual cups. But in the illustration, this one has a heart and a cross right in the middle. And I think that's so telling of probably the energy that's coming to you guys right now. You guys can probably already feel it just because I see this Knave of Wands, which usually has negative connotations sometimes in love because people that are sort of on the more immature end of fire signs can be, well, just that, immature. But I'm not getting that. I'm getting that maybe this person was immature or flighty in the past, but now they're sort of coming with different context, with different intentions. Maybe there's been some development in their life, but I see this Four of Wands, which Four of Wands for me is always like the level up card when it comes to relationships. It always is the next step for you guys. So if you're just talking to someone, it might be indicative that you're going to start a relationship. If you've been, dating someone for a couple years and you're living together, it might be indicative of a marriage. Like I said, if you guys have been dating for a little bit and it's just like there hasn't been serious commitment, it'll escalate into more commitment heavy sort of ends of relationship if that's what you guys are looking for. Typically people that get this card are kind of looking for that. So I think definitely if that's what you're looking for, then great. And if that's sort of not what you're looking for, then maybe talk about boundaries and establish those and sort of make it clear where the relationship is heading. And that in itself, that conversation is probably what this Four of Wands is referring to. So definitely be on the lookout for moments of clarity and things that you need to talk about. I see the King of Coins, which is you guys. The King of Coins talks about earth signs like Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I think that you guys are definitely in your element. I think that this, maybe the other person that I was talking about isn't necessarily immature, but next to you, that's how they feel, because I feel like you guys have all of your ducks in the row right now. I feel like you guys probably have like leveled up in terms of your living situation, living space, or maybe work and career, or just these like general adult things that people sort of perceive as adult things to do. I think that you guys have accomplished something very recently that makes them feel like, wow, like that's a lot. And I think they're keeping this information to themselves with this Five of Coins. I think that they're not necessarily telling any of you or telling you guys any of this, but it's all happening. I think they're a little bit in their head right now, but I don't see any swords cards at all. So besides the Justice, but the Justice is more major arcana than it is a sword card, definitely. But I get this feeling that they've been in their head in the past, and now the time to be in their head isn't now. Now is time for action. And that's what I get with these wand cards and these cups cards. It's because they have the relationship on the mind and they have the intention of doing something about it. I do see the Justice and the High Priestess, which to me sort of represent Libra, and the High Priestess isn't necessarily too affiliated with any one card, but I feel like out of all the cards it embodies Taurus the most for me personally. So you have two Venus signs right next to each other. I think that to me feels like you guys are feeling really in your element right now. A lot of you are probably feeling super attractive, and with good reason, because with what I feel here is that you guys are sort of like, people are perceiving you as, wow, this person has all their stuff together. Wow, this person is so mature. Wow, this person is like so amazing when it comes to handling money. Wow, they just moved into a new apartment or whatever. It feels like there's a lot for people to sort of envy you about. And I don't want to use the word envy, but like, it feels like eyes are kind of on you at the moment. So definitely, I feel like if this is a person from before, they're sort of seeing you now and they're like, wow. Or maybe they're like hearing about stuff that you may be doing at work and how you're getting like new accolades or new achievements or accomplishments. This person might have an A in their name just because I said accolades, achievements, and accomplishments all together at once, strung together. The alliteration there makes me feel like this person might have an A in their name. But that's not really here or there. I just feel like you guys are gonna do great. Like, go out and knock them dead. So thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope to see you guys in next week's weekly reading. Thank you guys. I wish you the best of luck.